Hello, good morning dear students. Okay, today I am going to explain you about the volumetric analysis, children. Before I will send you the theory part of this thing. Okay, so today we are going to see the apparatus part. Children, this is our burette stand. This is our burette stand, and children, here we have our burette. Okay, children. Now this burette is made up of fiber as well as glass. Okay, so in our lab we are using usually fiber one. Children, this is the knob. Can you see this? This is the knob of the this burette. Okay, now on this burette, just see, can you see the mark here is given 0? Can you see the mark is given 0 over here? Okay, on this burette you can see the mark is from 0 and here the mark is 50. Okay, it is up till 50, and this way you can open, this way you can open, and this is how you will close the burette. Okay children, now in this we have this conical flask. Okay children, this is our conical flask. We have pipette children. So children, this is the measuring cylinder. Okay, this is our measuring cylinder, and this is the pipette what we are using. Okay children, this is the pipette what we are using. This pipette is of 25 ml. You can see it is of 25 ml. It has a mark over here. It has a mark on this. Okay children, on this pipette we have a mark. So this mark will tell you that this much solution has to be filled in the pipette. Now children, what you will do is, firstly you will take the burette, okay children, and you will rinse it with the same solution what you are going to use it in this burette. Say I am using KMnO4, so what I will do is I will bring it to the near of my eyes. I will observe this way, add a small amount of KMnO4, up 3 to 4 ml of KMnO4, hold thumb over here and just tilt this. Okay, rinse the burette with the same solution what you are going to fill. So I have rinsed it, because if any unnecessary impurity or any water molecule or any other thing is present, so this way you will open the knob and discard the solution. Okay, now I have closed the knob. Now there are two ways to fill. If you have a very good height, you can adjust it on the burette and then put it with the help of a funnel. Okay children, see, this is your funnel. This is your funnel. So what I am going to do is I will place the funnel here. I have closed the knob from here. So what I am going to do, with the help of the funnel, I am adding the solution. Now you don't have to measure it. You can add some extra volume. You can add some extra volume. Okay, because we have to remove the bubble from the tip. Now see, this tip is empty. Can you see? है ना, ये empty नहीं होनी चाहिए. There should be no air bubble in the tip also. So what you will do is you will adjust this solution in such a way that there should be no air bubble here. So just rotate the knob. Sometimes after rotating also you can see here at the tip there is a air gap. This air gap should not be there. To remove this error, what we are going to do is again just rotate it. Okay, now see, I have rotated this. Okay children, now see, you don't see any air bubble in this. There is no air bubble. इसमें कहीं पे भी air bubble नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है तुमको, ठीक है? Now see, the measurement has gone below 0. So what I will do is again I will bring it to the near of my eyes. Okay, near to your eyes, and just pour it slowly. Slowly pour it and make the meniscus. Okay, it will be a solution is our colored solution, hence we will see the upper meniscus children. I have already explained you about upper and lower meniscus. Okay, so this solution is colored, so I have made it as upper meniscus. Okay, now see here, I will adjust it. Just press the burette from here, adjust this. Okay, adjust this burette. Okay, I have adjusted the burette to this. Okay children. Now just bring it slowly below. You have to see whether the mark is up till there or not. So just slightly just go up and your eyes should be able to see the mark. So see, abhi mera height thoda sa kam hai. So what I am doing is I am just bringing it below near to my eyes and just checking this mark is 0 should be your upper meniscus. So I have adjusted this upper meniscus. So what I will do is just place this above. So I have filled KMnO4 solution, okay, KMnO4 solution in the burette. Now the strength of KMnO4 will be known to you. We will fill only that solution whose strength is known to us in the burette, okay. Now this is our conical flask children. In this conical flask you will take the solution whose concentration is unknown to you. So we are performing oxalic acid versus KMnO4 solution titration. It is an oxidation reduction titration. So the theory says that KMnO4 is an oxidizing agent, okay, as well as it is a self indicator. So for this titration we do not require any another indicator. So I have prepared oxalic acid solution children. So we will prepare now this oxalic acid is a reducing agent. So oxidizing agent versus reducing agent, when it will react, the reaction will be oxidation reduction type of a reaction, that is a redox reaction. So hence this titration is also known as a redox type of a titration. So one thing you have to remember about the error, you have to rinse the solution, rinse the burette with the same solution to remove any impurity, but we will not rinse this conical flask children, because somewhat 1-2 drops will be left, because this is an unknown solution what we are going to pour in this conical flask. So there should be no extra amount. So what you will do is children, with the help of this pipette we will suck out 25 ml. So see here, what you will do is you will rinse this pipette also, because this pipette may contain some impurity. Just suck 2-3 ml and with the help of index finger, see, just release the pressure and rinse the pipette and discard the same solution. 2 to 3 ml solution you are going to take, you have to discard. Again what you will do is, now your pipette you have rinsed it properly, you will not blow this pipette. ऐसे करके तुम ब्लो नहीं करोगे, बिकॉज दिस टिप हैज सम सॉल्यूशन left at the tip, so you don't think that you have to remove it, because it is a standardized pipette and this volume which is left over here we do not usually remove it, and you don't have to blow. When you will blow, the standardization will get disturbed. So what you will do is, again you just put it into the solution with the help of a mouth. Now suck the solution above the mark and with the help of index finger hold it tightly. Now what you have to do is, you have to adjust till the mark, and the mark is here where I have kept my finger, okay. So तुम क्या करोगे, धीरे धीरे अपने index finger का जो है pressure release करोगे children. Now this solution ऑक्सैलिक एसिड इज अ कलरलेस सोल्यूशन, तो कलरलेस सोल्यूशन है तो हम इसका लोअर मिनिस्कस देखेंगे. वी विल सी द लोअर मिनिस्कस. सो आई हैव रिलीज द प्रेशर एंड नाउ आई हैव एडजस्टेड. नाउ कैन यू सी हियर दिस मार्क इज अप टिल this, the solution is filled up till this mark and I have adjusted till the lower meniscus because it is a colorless solution. Now what you do is, just take this, okay, whatever you will do with the pipette, you have to adjust it with your index finger only children, okay. Now just tilt it, okay, you will not blow the solution. So I have added 25 ml of the oxalic acid solution. Now children, in our laboratory we have a pipette of 25 ml. In exam you may get the option of 20 versus 25 ml, but we are preferring 25 ml of our pipette. Now in this, the further procedure says that we have to add dilute sulfuric acid, and that is 20 ml of the sulfuric acid. So here I am adding 20 ml. Okay, now this sulfuric acid will be already prepared for you. So I am just taking out 25 ml in the measuring, I am just taking out 20 ml in the measuring cylinder. Okay, In the measuring cylinder, I have taken out 20 ml of the sulfuric acid solution. Now just slightly pour the sulfuric acid solution. Now you all know that sulfuric acid is also an oxidizing agent. KMnO4 is also an oxidizing agent. So during the titration, it becomes a very strong oxidizing agent. Okay, so it will be reacting with a reducing agent, that is our oxalic acid, children. Now see, this procedure further tells us to heat or warm the solution up till 50 to 60 degrees Celsius. Now children, why we have to actually heat the solution is because the reaction is slow. So to make the reaction fast, we have to warm the solution. Now till what temperature we have to warm is, that is your 50 to 60 degrees Celsius. But how you will come to know that the solution has been warmed up till 50 to 60 degrees Celsius? When you will keep the solution for warming on this burner, so there will be some vapors rising. So when you will observe some vapors on the walls of this conical flask, so assume that it is around about 50 to 60 degrees Celsius, because we cannot take thermometer every time here. So then you just start the titrating. Okay, the hot solution only you have to start. Okay, titrating, you don't have to cool it. So what you will do is, see here, I have adjusted this tip till here only. You don't have to insert the tip inside. This is the wrong method. Then see, you have two hands. One right hand से हम conical flask पकड़ेंगे. You will hold the conical flask with the right hand, and with the left hand you will hold the tip of this burette. Now what you will do is, you will adjust the flow of your burette with this solution with the help of your left hand, and slowly you just keep on vigorously shaking the solution. You have to vigorously shake the solution. So this way how you will vigorously shake. Now see, I have not warmed the solution. So initially at a few mLs only you will say that miss, it has turned pink. Children, it is not turned pink. See how vigorously I am shaking. This way you have to shake the solution so that there is uniform reaction taking place between the reactants. Okay, so what you will do is, and you have to see that during shaking the solution should not be thrown out. Okay, or it should not come out of this conical flask. See how vigorously I am shaking. So here what you will do is, you will vigorously shake. Now this is actually a white surface only, children, so we don't require a tile in this. Usually if it is not a white surface, then you can keep a tile, or instead you can keep one white paper. Now see, the solution का जो color है, children, it has gone. It has not came. This reaction has not yet completed. So because KMnO4 is a self-indicator, so we don't require any extra indicator. So what we are going to do is, now we are going to adjust the flow, and then we will vigorously shake the solution. Now usually, children, we have prepared the solution, so I know what is the reading for the solution. Say the reading of the solution may be 25 centimeter cube. So what I will do is, up till 20 I am adding. Okay, directly I am just showing you this. Okay, so you will add it up till 20. Okay, after 20, children, you will adjust the flow. Now see, again you have to vigorously shake the solution. Okay, so I am just shaking vigorously. Just place all the solutions aside so that it may not get disturbed. Okay, now see here. See, again the color has gone, children. The color has gone. Now slowly, because I have already added 20 ml, now adjust the flow rate of the solution with the help of your left hand, slowly as you are comfortable. Okay, just slowly then shake the solution. Okay, vigorously. Along with this you have to shake. Now when you are shaking, children, at the center, जब तुम शेक करोगे तो बीच में तुमको सोल्यूशन के एक कलर दिख रहा होगा कि वो कैसे है. पिंक कलर का एक सोल्यूशन फॉर्म हो रहा है at the center. Now this pink color is to be formed uniformly throughout. Okay, children, it has to be uniformly seen throughout. So till the time you don't get that uniform color, light pink color, and this light pink color should persist up till 15 to 30 seconds. Okay, so till the time it does not uniformly forms a light pink color, you have to shake this. Okay, so This is how I am shaking vigorously. Again see the color has gone. So till now it is 24 centimeter cube and maybe the reading may have not yet arrived. Okay. So what you have to do is still you have to perform till the time you don't get the reading. Okay. Now the first reading may be between 24 to 25. पहली रीडिंग कभी भी करेक्ट नहीं हो सकती, मे बी वो 24 से 25 के बीच में से. नाउ द रीडिंग मे बी आई एम जस्ट शोइंग यू. See, again the color has gone, children. So till the time the color should stay. Okay. If the color disappears, that means endpoint is not yet occurred. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to slowly add and vigorously shake till the time the endpoint arrives. Okay. See, on shaking the color solution is becoming colorless. So you need to add. Okay. Now see, slowly you will add and one time will arrive. See, now on shaking also the color of the solution will persist up till 15 to 30 seconds. On shaking it will not go. So this is how the light pink color will come. Now you have to note down your reading, children. Now say my reading is something 25.1. Okay, my reading is 25.1. So see here, every time you will not get the same reading और सबको एक reading नहीं मिल सकती है. So see, this is the light pink color. See how light pink it is, and on shaking also the color is not disappearing. So that means your end point has arrived. This is how you have to perform the titration, children. Okay. Now see, your reading may be 20. कभी तुमको 3 concurrent readings लेनी है. Reading may be 25.1, 25.3 and again 25.3. Now you are confused which reading you have to assume. So you will take that reading which you are getting repeatedly same. So say 25.3 मुझे 2 बार मिल गई है, तो दो बार जो मुझे रीडिंग मिली है that we have to write. Okay, that and then further all the theory details we will send you how you have to write. I hope that you have understood this redox titration of KMnO4 versus oxalic acid. If any doubt, then you can ask. Thank you.